Hey guys, what is going on? It's Tom here, back in the showroom at Velocity. I've got a treat for you today. It's 2025, so it's a new year, and so that means we've got some new things going on. And one of those things is some extra interior options on all of our vehicles. And this is the first Bronco that we've put in the showroom to display one of those new options. So we're going to get into it. We're going to go through this truck like we normally do, talk about everything, inside, outside, driveline, all of that good stuff. If you haven't watched these videos before, please leave us a like. If you want to watch more of them, you can subscribe to us if you're watching on YouTube. So let's get into it. The first thing that we always talk about here is going to be the paint color. And this paint color is really nice. It's called Harvest Moon. Imagine a mix between a cream and a yellow and you get Harvest Moon. It really is a cream, or more of a kind of bone. It's not quite parchment. Anyway, it's a lovely, lovely color. Very much a summer color, very much a lighter color from the palette that we do. And it looks absolutely great, especially when it's kind of brought on together with these chrome accents that we're going to talk around in a second. But Harvest Moon is the paint color. It's not a metallic. It is a flat paint, and it just looks absolutely brilliant. As always, the guys have done an amazing job in the paint department getting this to look pristine. Talk around the front of the truck then, and really it's pretty simple. This vehicle doesn't feature any of our packages, so no blackout package, no Ranger package, just a Signature Series Bronco as they come, and so really the front end looks just very classic. You do have some chrome accents at the front of this truck, so of course your headlight surrounds, your front bumper, they are going to be in chrome. You've got Ford lettering across the grille, which is really nice, and these headlamps, they look like they're the old school halogen lamp, but they're not. They're a product called the Holley Retro Bright, and so they're a LED light that looks like an old school halogen lamp. We really like this, especially with this truck, the interior that we did. It just made sense to do more of a classic style headlight just to finish off that front end. So that's the front of the truck. Let's walk down the side then. Obviously, the Harvest Moon continues, as do the chrome options. For wheels on this truck, we've gone with the standard Signature Series wheel that we use, which is the bullet hole. Really, really nice, surrounded by a BF Goodrich all-terrain tire. So really standard. We love that tire for on-road, off-road driving, mixed driving on our vehicles. We use BF Goodrich, the TAs on almost everything that we do now, other than obviously the Mustang. So just a really nice tire and wheel combination. You've got Bronco Sport badging on the side in chrome, as your side mirrors, your door handles. These are the OEM fittings, so they look a bit more classic compared to our billet option. But again, with this truck and the aesthetic of this truck, I think it just really works. 4-point roll cage on this one. So you've got the 4-point cage, really, really nice. Matched bikini top as well up there. It's a custom bikini top that we make for all of our trucks. Take a look, I'll get out of the way, but really, really nice look. The 4-point cage is very much a classic, again, with the theme of this truck. And the bikini top is a really nice option. Just keeps the sun off you if you're in a warmer climate, and if it does rain, gives you a little bit of protection. Come around to the back of the truck then, and you're going to notice there's really not much going on. Again, it's very, very cut down, this truck, very classic, very standard to what we do until we get on the interior. So tailgate's finished in the Harvest Moon. You do have the chrome rear bumper as well, Velocity build badge, and if I just drop the tailgate here, you're going to start to get a flash of the inside as to some of the things that we've done a little bit differently. The whole underside of this truck, top and bottom, is Raptor line. So this is by a company called U-Pole is the company, and the product name is Raptor. Anyway, it's like a hard-wearing truck bed liner. So we spray it in there. It just gives you extra protection when you're getting things in and out of the bed. So before this year, the only variables that we offered on a Bronco's interior would be the choices between a vinyl or a leather, the stitch pattern, so double diamond or classic, and then for our Ranger package, that was the only package that featured seat inserts. Now we have a whole raft of new materials that we are offering for seat inserts, both on Signature and Ranger packages. There's lots more variety. This truck is one of the very first to feature some of that variety. So blue, white, black, weaved, plaid, there's lots of different names for this, but an insert basically, and this is a fabric. Normally the Ranger inserts that we do are a bamboo weave. This is actually a fabric insert that looks absolutely awesome next to this hickory vinyl that we've done here. So let me talk you through it. We'll start with the door panel. Like I mentioned, the main part of this door panel is covered in a marine grade vinyl. The color is hickory. It's probably our most popular color for Bronco interiors when people do go for the vinyl. And the great thing about the vinyl is you can get it really wet, you can keep it in the sun, it really, really lasts. And then the blue, the white, the black insert here just looks absolutely amazing and feels great. It's a really nice soft fabric and just gives the vehicle a bit of pop. You have a focal speaker built into this door panel, as well as a standard looking, but actually electronic window regulator. So as with all Velocity vehicles, this truck does feature all electric windows all the way around with some really cool features like double dipping. This controls the passenger side from the driver's side and things like that. So that's really awesome. Getting into the vehicle is super easy too, because I have a powered side step. If I jump up into it, you'll see just how easy it is to get in. This actually operates on a pin. And so when you shut the door, away it goes, so you don't ruin the profile of the truck when you're driving. And then when you open the door again, out it pops. So getting in and out of the vehicle is really easy. I've got adjustability here from a steering wheel perspective. So tilt adjustability steering wheel, and of course, because it's a standard Signature Series Bronco, you do have this wooden rim Ford steering wheel that we use on a lot of our products for good reason. It feels great, it looks great, it's just a really nice, really simple product. Tilt steering column as well, so extra adjustability there. That's been finished in black, and then behind that we've got the Dakota digital dash. So this is an instrument cluster that kind of looks like the original instrument cluster from a Bronco, except it's been digitized. So it's got some modern features in there, including a small screen that shows the mileage. This truck's got 545 miles on it. Of course, we put about 500 miles on every vehicle for testing. That's where that mileage comes from. But that screen, when you turn the vehicle on, can also display extra information like remaining fuel mileage and temperatures and pressures and things like that that you wouldn't normally have access to in a standard display. So that's a really nice option. All right, now you've got a really good view of these seat inserts, and they're definitely loud. Look, there's no questions about it. Some people probably will think this is a bit too much, but for me, if you're going to buy a vehicle like this, I like the idea that the exterior is a little bit quieter and the interior is where you've got that extra pop. I think the blue works amazingly well with the hickory, and then of course that Harvest Moon. So full inserts, they're super soft. They are custom. All of this is hand stitched in, and they just look really nice. They feel really nice to sit on as well. I especially like the fact that we've got the fabric insert on the top of the cubby box cushion here, because it does just make it feel super soft and super premium. So that's really, really nice. Locking Tuffy box as well. Of course, this always features in our Broncos. It's locked down, bolted to the floor of the vehicle. So if you do need to store things, if you've gone to the beach or you've gone to the shops, you're going to leave some valuables in the vehicle, you can lock this down and shut it tight. It has a USB-C and a USB 3.0 plug as well, so that's really nice. So you can charge your devices, 2 drinks holders, and then coming up, you've got gear gaiters that are also finished in the marine grade vinyl. This is a high and low range for your front and rear, so you've still got 4-wheel drive on all of these vehicles. So if you do want to take it to the beach or you want to go do a little bit of off-roading, you can. You absolutely have that option. Last thing I'm going to point out at the bottom of the truck is going to be these mats. These are really, really nice, completely custom floor mats. We get asked all the time where we get them from. We don't get them from anywhere. We make them here. They're finished actually in that bamboo weave material, similar to the Ranger insert that we use. Super, super durable, so it makes a great floor mat material, finished with some light branding as well. So I really like that. Brown as well, so that weave just comes back in with the rest of this hickory interior and the Harvest Moon. Some of those colors pop out. All right, working our way up, we do have a brand new Bluetooth head unit. It's a singled-in head unit on this vehicle, so very simple, just works. You can Bluetooth to it, you can change music from it. Of course, you've got a microphone up here as well, so you can place and receive calls and talk to people on the phone while you're driving, but nothing too flashy, nothing too fancy, just something very basic. Again, kind of feeding into the theme of this vehicle being very classic and original. Above that, you've got a vintage air AC system. So what that is a brand new AC system, basically going to give you heat and cooling, most importantly down here in Florida, for when you are driving. Even in an open top vehicle like this, it does make a massive difference. Big thanks to the guys at Vintage Air for that AC system. We use it on all of our vehicles. It just really works, especially when it's hot. You turn to cold and you turn the fan speed up. Even though this is an open top vehicle, you do feel the air hitting you, and it does help regulate your temperature. So that's really nice. Above that, you've got the dash pad, again finished in that vinyl just to match the seats, which is really nice. And I think that about covers it. I love the Harvest Moon brought onto the dash itself, the color. It just looks really nice in combination with the blue and then the brown of the hickory. It just all comes together exceptionally well in this interior. And of course, most excited about these new seat inserts. They won't be for everybody, but the great news is if you wanted to build one with us, we have like access to, I want to say something like 25 different colors of this material. And so you could have selected and done a red insert on this truck, or you could have done a cream insert to match the cream exterior. Again, I wanted something to pop, and it definitely pops. I think it looks great. Because it's a Velocity, it does of course feature a 3rd generation Coyote. So it's a 5-litre V8 producing around 460 horsepower. That means this truck will do 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. So loads of power for highway speeds, comfortable of going on the highway well in excess of 100 miles an hour. Don't ask me how I know that, but I do. These are super powerful engines, but they are also very reliable. So very easy to service, easy to maintain. Any Ford dealer can work on this engine. We haven't done anything super crazy in terms of having to have a specialist look at it. Really, it's a brand new crate engine from Ford that anybody can work on. Actually, not even just a Ford dealer. Really, any modern mechanic can work on this engine. It's featured in new F-150s, new Mustangs, and again, it's just super reliable. That's the main reason we use it. It's not just about the power; it's also about the reliability. Behind that is a 10-speed automatic transmission, the 10R80, and that couples with this Coyote to just give you a super smooth driving experience. 10 speed, 10 gears. When you're on the highway, you're not going to be sitting at the top gear. You're probably going to be sitting in 7th or 8th gear. So it removes a lot of that exhaust whine and you don't feel like you're at the top of the rev range. Always have that extra step if you need to drop gears to get speed up if you're going to do overtaking. That's why we use the 10R80 just for those 10 gears. And again, super smooth transitions. It makes this truck faster too. So when you do put your foot down, it'll get through those gears nice and quick, nice and smooth. That's really nice. For braking on this vehicle, we've got Wilwood disc brakes all round. So hydro-boosted disc brakes from Wilwood. It's not just about going fast, it's also about being able to stop safely. And the Wilwood disc brakes allow you to do that. They do really work. We run test drive events and personalized test drives. If you ever want to test drive a vehicle, please let us know, because everything I'm saying here, you'll see when you drive is not just nonsense. It is actually true. These vehicles do go and stop like modern trucks. Bottom side of this truck, so the chassis, is going to be a brand new rose-to-shop frame. What does that mean? Well, it means it's an improved, upgraded, and brand new chassis for this vehicle, built in partnership with the guys at Rose-to-Shop. So super reliable. Obviously, it's all brand new construction. It's not going anywhere. There's no rot or anything in it. It's all new, but it also does help the driving and handling characteristics of this vehicle. It's a slightly stiffer frame than the original. It's constructed differently. So what that means is it's just a little bit tighter, especially when you get in the corners. But most of all, it's all new, and that's what quite a lot of people want, is to know that underneath the vehicle is all new. So that's in partnership with Rose-to-Shop. A couple other things to quickly point out. We've got the Velocity custom serpentine system in here for our belts, just to get everything to fit and look neat and tidy. You've got custom headers on top, and then other fittings and fixtures, billet stuff to do with the braking system there, just to give it, again, all a really, really nice, clean look. Final thing to note on this truck is going to be some of these engine bay aesthetic details. These Raptor-lined wheel arches inside the engine bay just give you extra protection. The top of the firewall is, of course, that gloss Harvest Moon, as is the underside of the hood. All in all, this is a really, really cool truck. Very classic looking, very original, but again, with that pop of color from that blue insert setup that we've done. We're so excited about these new interior patterns. People have been asking a long time if we will have some more options, and now we do. So look out for more of these vehicles. Look out for me trying some different designs and some different stuff as we start to bring more of these into the showroom, not just for Broncos, of course, they're available for all of our models, but we're really excited about that. This vehicle is available. It's ready to drive away today. It is the very first one featuring those custom hand-stitched inserts. So it's a really exciting opportunity to own a little piece of Velocity history. And of course, it features all of the normal Velocity goodies: the engine, the chassis, the transmission, of course, all the bodywork, the paintwork, everything is immaculate. This vehicle does come with a 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty, as do all Velocity vehicles. So you've got that peace of mind as well. And it qualifies for financing through our partners at Woodside Credit too. So if you're watching this and thinking, hey, I'm interested, but maybe I've got a few more questions, I want to understand the mechanics of how to buy a vehicle like this, please feel free to give us a call. If you're watching on YouTube, you can find the number below and find our website below. If you're watching on the website, the number should be at the top somewhere or at the bottom in the footer of the website. You'll also submit a contact form and book a meeting for a time that works to you. And if you're on Instagram, please just send us a DM if you've got any more questions. Even if you're not interested in buying it but just have a question, please feel free to reach out. We're an open book. Thank you for watching this video. This is an awesome Harvest Moon truck finished by the guys here at Velocity.